Hey guys, how's it going? I am the ConflictNerd. Hello and welcome to Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm gonna do something a bit different today, something I don't usually do, and I'm gonna bring you not necessarily a review, but my first impressions on Grand Theft Auto 5. Because I'm about, I'd say 2 hours into it now, and I have played through about 2 hours of the story. I've got all that footage ready to go, and that will be going up later today, following this video. So stick around if you want to see that, but my initial impressions of this game are pretty much what you'd expect. It's very, very good. And if you haven't picked this up yet, if you've had any doubts for whatever reason, it's very good. We'll start off with the driving, since that's something I can show off straight away. All of the vehicles, they handle more individually. In Grand Theft Auto 4, you could jump into several vehicles and it would handle exactly the same as some other car of a similar size. Every vehicle in this really handles in its own way. Like, the ambulance here doesn't handle like a large van, it handles like an ambulance, and that's good. I like that kind of... I like that element of each vehicle having its own identity. You need to know how to, you know, when do you flick the left stick to turn a corner in an ambulance, and when do you do it in an Audi, for example, because there really is that contrast, and it's a very, very good contrast. Now, just here we've got some random event going on. This guy's just stolen a bike. I'll just stop that guy there. Okay. So, we'll just get back to, we'll get back to vehicles in a second after I kill that guy. Okay. So this, what you just saw... Why can't I... Oh, it's the same as San Andreas. Yes, so this what you just saw was a random event, and this is something that the world does very, very well. Yes, I saved his ass. You want your bike back? Because I sort of want it myself. Here. Yes, and I'm gonna kill you. Get off the bike. Get off the bike. My bike. My bike. So yes, the world is populated beautifully. Oh fuck. Ragdoll physics are also hilarious. So yes, the world is populated really, really well. You get these random events going on, a bit like, pretty sure Red Dead Redemption did it. I'm trying to think of a game that's done it more recently. I know I've played a game that does it. It's irrelevant. So Red Dead Redemption did it. I know that GTA 4 had some strangers in the streets that you could meet as well. Those are in the game. Those are the question marks that you can currently see on the mini-map in the bottom left there. But the world is fantastic. You really get, you know, when you're playing as Michael, he lives up in the fancy areas of Los Santos. You know, he's in the... he's in his mansion. Then you get Franklin, and Franklin is in... If you think of Grove Street in San Andreas, and then around the corner from that, there was the neighborhood that Big Smoke lived in. Franklin basically lives in that area. You know, a sort of, not really a fancy house, you know, 1-2 bedrooms, pretty poor. Whereas the contrast, when you play as Michael, it's... You really feel like you're playing as a different character. You know, it's not just a different skin on a player model. You're playing as a different character, and the missions really... They give you that feeling. You know, the missions that you were doing as Franklin, you're... I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously, but you're going about, you're doing some kind of grunt work. You know, you're working for people. You're not your own boss. When you play as Michael, you get the complete opposite feeling. As Michael, you are the man. You're the guy in charge. You are taking no shit and not taking any... You know, you're not taking anyone's shit. You're doing your own thing. You do what you want to do. You're out for yourself, and you're out to make yourself happy. You've done all the stuff in the past. You're retired. You really get that feeling, and it's such a good thing. Because I'd say my main worry with the three characters in terms of story was that their missions would be so interlocked that you would feel like it didn't matter what character you're playing. And it does. It does matter, and I'm just really glad that that's the case, because it's a hell of a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I haven't got to the point of meeting the third protagonist, Trevor, but you do have a moment with him near the start of the game. Now we have something going on over here. What's going on? Oh, so this guy... Ah, right. This guy's just... Oh shit, I shot the wrong guy. I just shot... Oh, fuck. I may have shot the wrong guy there. Let's shoot you in the knee. I'm so sorry, sir. I'll take your money too. Oh, he had $2,000 on him. So this woman was just robbed. And I could bring the money back to her. Or I could keep it for myself. And I'm going to keep it for myself. I don't usually do the bad guy thing as Michael. But $2,000 is quite a lot of money. There isn't a hell of a lot of stuff that you can buy. Don't get me wrong. It's right now, I don't think I've unlocked everything. You know, 2 hours into the game and there's still stuff that I need to unlock. And that's good. They say this game has 100 hours of gameplay. I doubt that that's the story, but it's going to be a long one. I can tell you that much. Purely based off the fact that you have 3 protagonists, it's going to be a long story, and that's good. That's a very good thing. Now let's pop into the gun store and see what we can purchase. Alright, let's browse the weapons. So you could get a pistol. We've not got a combat pistol, tear gas, grenades, sticky bombs, jerry cans. They don't really have a hell of a lot of stuff, and it's not so bad really. This pump shotgun, I could buy that. Nothing else in the wall that I could buy right now. I'm tempted to buy the SMG though. Yeah, let's purchase this. I can get a flashlight, a scope, a suppressor, army tint, LSPD. I wasn't aware you could actually do this, I'm going to be honest with you. I did not know you could customize guns, and I'm okay with that. I don't think I need a flashlight. Some more rounds might be good. A scope, don't really need it. Suppressor, nah. Army tint or LSPD. I think I'm gonna go with the army tint. I don't want to spend too much fucking money on this gun right now. Alright. Okay, do we want a suppressor? Or a scope or a flashlight? I would love a laser sight, but I don't think that's going to be an option. Alright, so there we go. We got ourselves a gun. Ammunition's back. It wasn't... I don't believe it was in GTA 4. At least you could buy guns in 4, but it wasn't in the same way you buy them here. You know, it was that kind of silly thing of the backstreet stuff in GTA 4. So, I think I'll buy myself some body armor here. Just because I can. Okay. What else could we purchase? Is there anything else about here that we want? Can we buy some beer? Doesn't look like it. We could buy some clothes if we so desired. This is back again. You've got... It's a combination of the customization from GTA 4. But it's better, in my opinion. So I think we'll stick with the suit. Now, you might notice I am battered and bruised a little bit. I've got a cut in my head, and my hands are bloody, and, you know, I'm not in great shape. That's because of the ragdoll and damage effects in this game. So, something I discovered really early on was that you could jump, obviously, and you could punch. So, jump on the 360 is X, punching is B. Okay, that's all well and good. That's pretty standard. However, if you jump and try to punch in midair, you would think, oh, maybe he does a kick, maybe he kind of does a drop punch thing. No. No. What he actually does is this. Yeah. So I'm not sure why, or if that will ever be not a thing. Maybe you eventually get so strong that you jump and do a punch, but that can actually injure you. And the green bar you see at the bottom left of the minimap is your health. Now, the interesting thing is, and something I discovered, if you push yourself too hard, your health will start falling. Like as Michael, he is a sprinter, but if he is out of stamina, his health will start dropping. And you'll give him a heart attack. Now, I find that to be a really cool feature, to be honest, because it kind of encourages you to think about when you need to sprint. I don't know. You might disagree, but I think that's quite a cool feature. It does bring into light that every character has their own ability. I believe Trevor kind of goes a bit nuts and does more damage or something. He's got kind of like this anger thing, as far as I remember. Again, I haven't got to play as Trevor for very long, so I couldn't tell you exactly. I believe Michael is quick. That's currently what the game is kind of telling me, but I might be wrong again there. I believe he's quick. There might be something else you unlock later in the game. And Franklin is a very good driver. So with Franklin, his special ability allows you to double-click both of the analog sticks, and you enable his special ability, which allows... It basically slows down time. The only time I've done it is in a vehicle. I actually haven't tried whilst out of a vehicle, so I'll have to do that at some point. In fact, I might be able to do it now if I switch out to Franklin. I'll do that in a moment. So yes, Franklin's ability allows you to slow down time and focus a bit more and kind of get a grip of what's going on around you, and your reactions are enhanced, and it's pretty cool. So that is something that's very nice. Now, something I just briefly want to do, just to test it, is steal this lifeguard car. Okay, these guys are going to rip me out of the car. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Alright, so this will be a bit of combat then. I'll show you this first. So the combat is actually quite slick. I quite like it, to be honest, because I believe you could do this in 4, but you can kind of swing back and forward between the targets, and it's very nice. It gives you a really nice kind of meaty punch. The combat in general is just so satisfying. Now, what I wanted to test here was, yes, this does in fact have a siren. That's all I wanted to test. If the lifeguard car has a siren, and it does. So that's nice. That's a nice little thing. I think we'll switch out to Franklin now, though. Which maybe I can't do. No, apparently I can't switch to Franklin. Ah, that'll be because I'm wanted. No. No. Okay. No, I'm still wanted. That's... So... Oh, I'm all over the place with this today, aren't I? Basically, what I'll show you now, as opposed to switching to Franklin, is the wanted system. Pretty much the same as all the other GTA games, except this time round, the getting away is a little different. Basically, you get away from the cops, as I'm currently doing, and whilst the stars in the top right are a solid colour, they can see you. However, when they start flashing like they currently are, it means that they're searching for you, and if you look at the map, you can see the cones where they're searching. And if I stay out of those for long enough, I get away. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to stay out of them for long enough there, and they found me. So I think what I'll do to get away is be a bit of a sneaky bugger. We'll abandon the lifeguard car. We'll swim out to this little jetty thing and get ourselves one of these. Okay. Now, I can't say I've ever actually used one of these before, so this will be interesting to say the least. Okay. So yes, this is basically the way to get away from the cops. Not specifically get a boat, but it really is as simple as just kind of ditch them and stay out of their search area for long enough so they eventually give up. And it is similar to GTA 4, but I like to think it's been expanded upon just that little bit to make it a bit more satisfying. And it definitely is that. It is definitely a bit more satisfying when you get away from the cops, because it is that little bit more of a challenge this time around. And I think, in complete honesty, that's what GTA 4 needed. It was a little bit too easy to ditch the cops in 4. It was fun at the time, but I can tell you this. Right now, I will not be going back to GTA 4. I have no desire to do so. The game wouldn't be as satisfying. This feels like a much more complete package, even after 2 hours of play, so that's definitely a good sign. Now, can we switch out to Franklin here? Yes, we can. So, you've probably seen this before, the whole thing for switching to characters. It locates them, it loads for a little bit, and then it zooms in on them, and you catch the character just as they're doing something. You know, we'll see what Franklin's doing here in just a second. What's he up to?
Going, man, before you take advantage.
Okay. So he was shopping. That's what Franklin was doing. Now, what's quite interesting about the character switching is this isn't the outfit I had Franklin in when I stopped playing as him. So they do change clothes, and that's quite cool. That is quite cool. Now I'm hearing gunfire, and I just want to go check that out to see if it's anything interesting. Some missions can only be started by specific characters. Michael's missions are blue letters, Franklin's green. Okay. Oh, hello. Ah, yes, so I'm being told to go to the shooting range. I don't think I'll bother just yet. We'll have a little jump into here. Something cool, something I wanted in GTA 4, was the ability to do this. Now, it's such a simple feature, but dear God, I love that. That is just awesome. It seriously is. The whole convertible thing, people have wanted that for years in Grand Theft Auto as far as I know. At least I've wanted it for years. I wanted it in GTA 3 and was so disappointed when you couldn't do it. But it is just so nice. Now, something interesting I'm just realizing about this car is this is actually from a mission. So I believe the last car that you drive as a character is what they'll be driving when you switch back to them. Like, if I switch back to Michael right now, I actually couldn't tell you what he'll be driving. He might be driving his Serrano. Oh, hello. If you blow the doors off or destroy a security truck, I'll be able to get to the cash inside. Where's the security truck? Oh, hello. Oh, interesting. I haven't done this yet, so this might be fun. When attacking a security van, damage the center of the rear doors to open them. Right. Well, I haven't done this before, so this will be a little bit of, this will show you off another one of the, kind of side missions that happen randomly. Alright, let's damage these rear doors and see if we can, get this van open. Traffic does go a little bit nuts when you do that, but that's fine. Okay, let's see if we can get this open. So it was in the middle of the rear doors. Come on. There we go. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Let's just jump down here. So I do have a shotgun, fortunately, so I can take these guys out fairly easily. Thank you. I'll take your money. How much was it? 6 grand! Holy shit! Alright, let's jump in the security van and get the hell out of here. I'm pretty sure that'll be it. I don't need to worry about... I don't need to get away from the cops right now, but... I will anyway, just to, just because I can. But yeah, as a whole, you know, I don't want to go into too much detail on the various features of this game, because at the end of the day... Have I just found Grove Street? No, I haven't. This is Ballas territory. In fact, this is Grove Street. If I remember correctly. This is technically Grove Street. It's been taken over by the Ballas. So you might be a little bit disappointed by that, but I've just found Grove Street. Fair play to me. But yes, I don't want to go into too much detail on this and that. If you're a GTA fan, you will love the hell out of this game, frankly. You really, really will. Because it's just such a complete package. It's what you've wanted from a GTA game for all of these years. You know, if you're like me, you've wanted the convertible cars, you've wanted the good ragdolls, you've wanted things to be that little bit of silly that was missing from GTA 4. That's actually probably the one thing that wins me over. The back and forth between the characters in this game is fantastic. It really is. The driving isn't quite as harsh as it is in GTA 4. Whilst you will damage your car more in this, and car damage isn't necessarily just cosmetic, you know, you can really screw up your car in this. It still has that little, just silly bit to it, you know? That little bit that was just missing from GTA 4. Even looking at it, this game is more appealing to me. GTA 4 is full of greys and, you know, browns. This game has got greens and reds and oranges, and it's a much more colourful game. And you might think, well, why does that matter? When you're going to put hundreds upon hundreds of hours into anything, you want it to be aesthetically pleasing. This game most certainly is. Even the tiniest details, such as the bullet holes on Franklin right now, they might not seem all that crucial to you, but they're nice. You know, they are there. If you go back and play GTA 4 now, you're gonna miss those things. You're gonna miss the color, and it's not gonna be as fun as you might remember. And whilst that may suck in a sense if you know, watch this and get immersed in the world of GTA 5 and then don't get to play it and you're stuck playing GTA 4, this is something you should just go out and purchase, frankly. Let's just try... I'm going to try stealing this because I'm very curious to see if I can raise that arm up. Come on, get out. Thank you. Now, I don't know if I can actually use the arm on this. Some of the vehicles you can. I know for a fact you can use... Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Nope. Okay. So I don't think you can use the arm on this by the looks of it. You can use certain bits of certain vehicles. Like there's bulldozers. You can use the... You can use the front thing on that. And it does seem like this isn't actually usable. What the hell? I've got a... Ah, Simeon. Right, I'm going to just ignore this call because I don't want a chance spoiling anything right now. That's not really why I'm here. Okay, so let's just see. If I'm stationary in this, is there anything I can do? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Fair enough. So you can't use all the vehicles, which I think is reasonable. But there is a massive variety. Something you might be pleased with, and this will be my final little praise for the game before I wrap things up, is that in the past with GTA games, you'll be aware that there's a certain pool of vehicles that the game spawns things in from. You know, you're not going to get every vehicle in the streets at the same time. That's just the way the games used to work. That, from what I can see, has gone out the window. And if it hasn't, there is at least a bigger pool of vehicles that the game is pulling from. Which is very, very good, frankly, because it means it just adds to the world that little bit more. You know, it just adds that little bit that you want. Okay, let's get a gun here. These guys are sort of pissing me off now. Oh, nice slow motion punch to the thing there. Let's get these guys to run away. I don't want to kill them. I just want to steal the fire truck, frankly. Haven't driven one of these yet. There we go. So this is my first time driving a fire truck. And it's satisfying. Good. Like I said, all the vehicles are fairly satisfying to drive. I haven't driven one that I don't like. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. I think nearly 25 minutes is enough time to kind of explain what's good about the game. I've experienced nothing bad. You know, there's nothing I don't like. I've enjoyed the story missions so far. Not one of them has been frustrating. They've all been entertaining. They've all been different. You know, you haven't been doing the same thing over and over, and I think that's something that may win people over. I think that's something that will win people over from Saints Row 4, frankly. Because from what I've gathered, at least with Saints Row 3, and I've heard it's the same in 4, the missions are all... They're the same as the side missions. You're doing the same thing fairly frequently. And, like I said, I haven't experienced that with this game yet. Which is very good news. Because I'd never want to. It really would, and I know it's a Grand Theft Auto game, and I know people enjoy these for different reasons, but I do enjoy the story in these games. And every time I've played it, you know, the GTA 4 story, when I finished it, I was ready for the multiplayer. And in a sense, that's why I'm glad that the multiplayer for this isn't out for another 2 or 3 weeks. So I believe it's 2 weeks. Because it means that it gives me time to sit back and enjoy this story. It gives me time to, you know, make sense of the story. It gives me time to be happy with the game. You know, cruise about, get to know the city, and then storm into multiplayer and kick some ass. All in all, folks, a completely satisfying package. You should definitely pick this up. It's just so worth it. I don't know what more I can say on it. It's a Grand Theft Auto game, for God's sake. You know, it's... If you want something that's a little bit more silly than GTA 4, but nothing as silly, you know, nowhere near as out there as Saints Row 4, it's worth picking up. You will love it to bits. If you're a GTA fan, this is the game for you. It's fixed all the problems you may have had with 4. It's built upon all of the things that you will love about San Andreas. And there are little nods to things that you will have done in San Andreas. I've already met a character from GTA 4. So it really is that complete package that you've been wanting. So far, it's lived up to every bit of hype that has been put around this game. So, most definitely go and check out GTA 5. Good lord, do not check out GTA 4 after playing this. yes, go and purchase GTA 5. It's worth playing. It's a hell of a lot of fun. You will love it to bits, hopefully as much as I do. With that in mind, folks, I think it's fair to say that I have rambled on long enough. I would like to thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, I've been the Conflict Nerd, and I will see you next time. Don't forget, folks, as I mentioned at the start of this video, I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of GTA 5, so I believe the first episode of that will be going up later today, possibly followed by the second. So if you want to see that, stick around, hit the old subscribe button above or below, or wherever the hell YouTube decides to put it. I don't know what they're up to these days, but it might be worth sticking around. You never know, you might enjoy the playthrough, you might not. It's entirely up to you. But just thought I'd remind you. I'll see you next time.